Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a custom children haul from Treehouse Melts. She is not currently open for business. She's currently closed, dealing with some health related issues, but I was able to get my custom order in actually today. Is there anything specific I need to say? Oh, she will be adding it to her site when she does reopen. Just make sure you join her Facebook group to keep up to date on when that will be. I think that's all I need to say for the intro. I'm going to go ahead and start off by showing her business card because she did include one. Treehouse Melts, the owner Raquel. I don't know if it's focusing as well as it is on camera. Anyway, that didn't make sense. It's not focusing as well as I'd like it to, but anyway, it's got her website, her email, find her on Facebook. It's just Treehouse Melts, just search up in the search feature. I really like her labels and her business card, but that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the samples I received in my order. First, we have this little 1 ounce scent shot in blackberry jam butter cookies. And again, she's got her cute little label on it. And she does have her website on it, which I do appreciate. The only thing I wish is that she used to have pour dates on her melts, and she doesn't anymore, and I just wish she would go back to that. That was my fault. Honestly, I was a little too rough with it getting it out of the package, and it did kind of crack a little bit. But I mean, blackberry jam butter cookies is just your simple fruity, intense, like sugar cookie dough kind of bakery scent. Really like fruity blackberry jam kind of vibe with it. That really blends good with a lot of scents. Pumpkin pecan waffles being one of them. Just pecan scents in general. There's this, it's an oil not very many vendors carry, but it's this butter pecan sandy oil. Blackberry jam butter cookies goes really good with that too. Moving on, we have a little 2 ounce scent shot in Fruity Pebbles and Fizzy Pop. I genuinely love this combination from any vendor. It's green and white. I don't know, it just has a sentimental memory attached to it for me. And it still does. I mean, it's more sentimental when it has a waffle cone with it, but regardless, that was an old Wax Workshop blend. And I personally mention other vendors in my hauls. I don't mind it. It's my channel. I mean, people can feel however they want about it on their channel, but that's how I do it over here. And my last sample I have is I love her tile shapes. Is a tile in Bartlett pear. Now, again, kind of going back to that, if you don't like me talking about other vendors, I think it's going to pretty much end after this. But the first time I had Bartlett pear that I can remember was, and this is the Bath and Body Works type, is from Cottage Bay Scents, a now closed vendor. She was one of my top 3 vendors of all time when she was around. I loved her wax. I'm hoping she does make a comeback, but this reminds me of the Bartlett pear type she used, and there's about 3 different Bartlett pear oils. The Bath and Body Works type, there's 2 variations of it, and then there's Bartlett pear, which just smells like plain pear from vendors. So this one definitely does remind me of Cottage Bay Scents interpretation of the Bath and Body Works type. I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's not my favorite, but it was kind of nice getting this in. I don't know, it just reminded me of Cottage Bay Scents, and it made me really happy when I smelled it. So for customs, next I think I'll just go in with scent shots. Now, I don't know if she's going to be offering these for everyone when she does it. I was her first ever custom order, like official custom order. At least that's what she told me. But I don't know if she's going to be offering scent shots to do it. I would recommend getting a bigger size just out of courtesy for a vendor. I didn't think that part of it through in the beginning, to be honest. I was just excited. I was able to convince her to go full-fledged with customs and not just layering her customs, but fully blending them out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with the scent shots that I did get in customs. This one is called Wrapped in Sugar, which is Gain Blue Cotton Candy and Pink Cotton Candy. Now, it's kind of hard to explain this other than the scent notes. I mean, it smells kind of like you dissolved like a mixed bag of blue and pink cotton candy in your laundry detergent. I mean, it's very sweet, spun sugar. Like, it's a pretty good, authentic cotton candy. Both of her cotton candy oils are very, very good. I tried saying great and good at the same time. I don't know. My mind's just in a lot of places right now, y'all. Sorry, but it's very authentic to my nose. Both of her oils, she has blue cotton candy and pink cotton candy. So, I mean, it smells very authentic to my nose, and it's a very sweet interpretation of Gain, and I can get behind that. Next is Kissing in the Rain. which is Rain and Angelica type. Kissing and Telling, which is her, she renamed the Bombshell oil. That's what Kissing and Telling is, in Cocoa Butter Cashmere. This one, y'all, see, now I love all those oils separately. Bombshell is surprisingly starting to take a lead on cold, at least, and these are, of course, just cold sniff impressions. Make sure to join the group and you'll get my reviews there. But I have to say, I really enjoy this one. Originally, it was very Cocoa Butter Cashmere heavy, but now I'm definitely picking up more of the Rain and Angelica. It's a very soothing, relaxing body care scent without it having like any lavender or sage. It's not herbal relaxing. It's very... I use this in quotations because I hate when people use this as an example, like feminine and masculine scents. I mean, it's very stereotypical. That's why I'm using it as this example, but a stereotypically feminine body care-esque relaxing scent. Is that what that reminds me of? I don't know. All fragrances are unisex. Of course, I stand by that. I will say that till the day I die if I need to. Some people, of course, are always insecure. Anyway, I'm not going off on that tangent. We don't have enough time. I've already talked about it before on the channel, so I'm going to keep it going. Next is Cotton Candy Clouds, if it will focus. Barbershop 1920s, Blue Cotton Candy, Pink Cotton Candy, Vanilla Bean Noel. This, I just wanted something very sweet, creamy, and I got exactly that. Admittedly, this does remind me of someone's old house in my family, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I love that house. The house itself is awesome, but it's nice. I will give it that. I mean, of course, it's going to be very sweet. I mean, Barbershop 1920s is definitely the sweeter of the Barbershop shaving cream oils. So, I mean, mixing that with two different kinds of cotton candy and like a fluffy, marshmallowy, vanilla bean, body care kind of, vanilla scent. It's going to be sweet and creamy. That's the best way I can describe it. Sweet and creamy body care. Next up we have, this is arguably one of my favorites, House of Mirrors, Blue Cotton Candy, Fizzy Pop, and Snuggle. This just further goes to show that I love putting, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love putting like traditionally foodie scents in with Snuggle, White Cloud specifically. There are a few other laundries I will attempt it with, and I have attempted it with. Sea Island Cotton being one of them, and it's kind of hit or miss with that oil, but the Bath & Body Works type. But this Cotton Candy Fizzy Pop, in and of itself, is just fantastic, but the Snuggle really does just bind it together so well. It smells like you're drinking a cotton candy soda on some fresh clothes, fresh warm blanket. I love Snuggle. I mean, I just made another custom child of Are You Seriously Eating Cake in Bed? And that one was birthday cake, blackberry, and Snuggle. I mean, don't underestimate Snuggle and White Cloud specifically when you're trying to blend foodie, fruity scents in your laundry. Those two are very good oils to, I wouldn't necessarily say start out with necessarily, but if you want something that you're going to have a pretty good likelihood of it's going to turn out good, Snuggle and White Clouds are great for that. Next, I'm going to move on to my bags of stuff, the smaller bags. I was going to start with the one tile I got. I was missing a few things in my order, but it's okay. The vendor's going to work on that. But anyway, I was going to start with the tile, but that one was a weirder scent, so I'm going to save that one for the last one. This one is Frankenstein's Birthday. It's a little 3-pack of hearts. Marshmallow Bomb, Birthday Cake, and Frankenberry. I wanted something sweet, vanilla, bakery. And I will say this, I also need to talk about this for a second. I can blend bakery really good. That's what I started out with, and I don't feel like, I've had a few people either when they do ask me for blend suggestions in my private messages, or I'm talking about a haul and they see me getting a bakery blend, they go, oh, I didn't know that was in your wheelhouse. You do a lot of fresh, spa, earthy laundry scents, and it's true. I'm definitely gravitating towards that side of melting. I mean, I love those scents too. But I still can get behind a good fruity bakery, fizzy bakery, and there's a lot you can do with bakery. So, and I have a couple of hauls coming that have a couple of good bakery blends in them too. And this one definitely belongs on that list as well. I love bakery too. I haven't stopped loving bakery. I can still blend bakery pretty well, I'd say, for myself. But Marshmallow Bomb is kind of it reminds me of this one marshmallow oil that a now closed scammy vendor used to have. I believe it was Sticky Marshmallow, something like that. Marshmallow Bomb reminds me of Sticky Marshmallow. Now that I'm smelling it, kind of like a buttery marshmallow, kind of like a Rice Krispie treat before you add the cereal in, is what that oil reminds me of. And just that fluffy white birthday cake frosting, and then the Frankenberry just comes in and just sweeps this blend away. I love this scent. And I'm not typically one for seasonal melting or specifically melting, but I don't know. I'm going to save at least 1 or 2 of these hearts to melt during Halloween time because, I don't know, there's just something about the Halloween cereal types like Frankenberry, Boo Berry, Count Chocula, all those, that, I don't know, I just love melting them around Halloween time to get me in the mood, and this is definitely a solid choice for that. Next up, we have Code Red, which is Mountain Dew, Maraschino Cherry, and Fizzy Pop. I wanted to go for a Code Red Mountain Dew vibe, and she knocked it out of the park on this one. I always do percentages on my customs, but again, not all of these do I blend at home first. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times I do blend them at home first. Let me clarify. But I don't know, I'm not really afraid to get customs done off the rip because I tend to know what oil. I've melted enough single oils that I kind of know at this point that I don't mind spending my own money. But anyway, getting back on track. Mountain Dew doesn't really have that fizziness I would like in it. It's a good soda oil, it's a good citrusy soda oil, but Fizzy Pop will always have the fizzier of the fizzy soda oils. Dr. Pepper is still probably my favorite soda oil, and it's so underused, it's tragic, but getting back on track again, this really does smell like you just opened well, they used to have cans of Code Red. I don't think they have cans like in vending machines anymore. I know they still have the bottles though. And that's what this reminds me of. It really does smell just like Code Red. I don't drink soda too often anymore, but Code Red, Baja Blast, Mountain Dews used to be my favorite, some of my favorite sodas to drink anyway, but that's amazing. Now for the tile. This one, her and I were just, and we were just talking about my order. I don't know how it drifted off to this subject, but we were talking about weird, unique oils that not very many vendors carry because they don't tend to sell too well and all this and that. And she mentioned having a French fry oil, and I said, you mean to tell me you have a French fry oil? That's a thing. And she was like, yeah, I mean, it kind of smells like funnel cake. And I was like, okay, now I need to get this. I will say, it doesn't quite smell like funnel cake. It does smell kind of greasy like a funnel cake, though. I can kind of see what she might have been talking about. Oh, I might as well show you since I already told you it's French fries. I named this one Junk Food Vegan, and it's French fries and lettuce. Now, for those who don't know, I'm vegetarian, not vegan, but I still really like the name Junk Food Vegan. I don't know what it was. The second I heard French fries, and she was, asking me if I had any suggestions, and I threw out, like the vanilla ice cream, to kind of, I don't know, at least me as a kid, I used to dunk my fries. My cousin showed me. You dunk your fries in, your ice cream, and you eat it, and I still, every now and then I'll do it, but I don't know, it's just something so good about it. I don't know how else to describe it, but I threw that one out there, and then she told me she had a lettuce oil. I was like, okay, I'm throwing some lettuce and some French fries together. I did let my brother smell this one because I wanted to see what he thought of it. I didn't tell him what it was either. I just let him smell it, and he said it kind of reminded him of charcoal for some reason. I can kind of get that slight smoky vibe, like maybe you left the French fries in the fryer for too long, but I don't know. I don't think it's quite like that. I definitely do get that greasy fry, potato-y vibe, starchy scent, and then I do definitely pick up a lot more on that fresh, crisp lettuce. If you've never smelled lettuce as you're chopping it to make yourself a salad or whatever, I don't know how else to describe this to you because that's really what a lot of this scent is. I don't know. I still love the name of this so much, and the scent was actually a lot better than I was expecting. So this one's Junk Food Vegan, French fries and lettuce. That one's probably my most creative blend out of all these, even if it is just 2 oils, because I've never seen anyone carry a French fry oil one. And I've never seen any like French fry blends. I have seen some lettuce blends, I believe. I know I've seen some kale blends, but I don't know about lettuce. But anyway, moving on. I'm trying not to go on too many side tangents. I need to get a drink of water. But next up we have, this is one that was originally supposed to be a scent shot in my order. And I don't know if she meant to or didn't mean to, but she did upgrade it, so I'm very thankful for that. And it's this cute little zombie shape. Oh, I love these little zombie shapes. And it's New Moon Island. Nag Champa, Sweet Lavender, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Cedar Wood. And just look at that shape, y'all. I mean, seriously. The detail on these, like, I want to get, like, a full, like, loaf with these, like, attached to them. I mean, they just look stunning to me. I don't know what it is. Listen, for anyone who does melt wax to go to sleep or wants relaxing melts, this one is for you. Nag Champa in and of itself is an incense, I believe. These bags that the zombies came in are a little hard to open, but it just smells like sweet, creamy, slightly spicy incense. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. The cedar wood in this is definitely a sweet wood. Comparing it to other things like, I don't know. I can't go into that thing. We'll be here forever. Different tree oils definitely have different variety in their intensity and their sweetness compared to other notes they might have. The Vanilla Bean Noel is I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm very tongue-tied right now. The Vanilla Bean Noel in this definitely leans very creamy, sweet vanilla marshmallow. Instead of like a birthday cake, sweet gooey marshmallow. I don't know. I mean, I know they're the same oil, but it's just crazy how sometimes different blends will bring out different aspects of oils. Truly, I am sorry I am so tongue-tied. I don't know what it is. But it's cute little zombie shaped New Moon Island. If you want something very relaxing and sweet incensey, but you don't want something like Dragon's Blood or an intense Dragon's Blood Oud Wood blend, which actually sounds really good right about now, this one's for you. See, and they stand up perfectly on their own. Now this one I did order in the little zombie shape, and this one took a little bit of convincing for her, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I think it's just because it is so many oils in a blend. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different oils in one little blend. But I did really want to get this one done. And this one is called Night of the Living Dead, Blueberry, which is the Halloween cereal type. Blueberry Pumpkin Patch, Bath & Body Works type. Marshmallow Fireside, Bath & Body Works type. Pumpkin Apple, Bath & Body Works type. And Sugar Cookie. This one, I wanted it to smell like a crisp, spicy, fruity, bakery fall morning. That's exactly what I wanted this to smell like. And I don't know if I'd go as far to say as it smells like a fall morning, but definitely fall vibes for sure. I mean, there's a lot of fruitiness in this from the blueberry pumpkin patch, the pumpkin apple. Those three are very intense fruity notes. I mean, it's just, you pick all of it up. You get that fresh, juicy blueberry, the pumpkin puree kind of vibe, the super sugary, intense blueberry, blackberry, marshmallowy cereal. And the Marshmallow Fireside definitely does add that outdoorsy, crisp, sweet vibe to this. It's definitely not the sweetest sweetest Marshmallow Fireside that I've ever smelled. And that sugar cookie just does something different to this blend. This blend would not be what it is without that sugar cookie note. But it just truly smells like the epitome of fall, y'all. And I'm very excited to have this cute little zombie shape to melt. It's going to be hard melting them, I'm not going to lie, because they are such cute shapes. And this is the last thing I did get in my order that came. This one's going to break my heart when I do eventually get into it. And this one is a blend I'd entered into another vendor scent blend giveaway, and I didn't win, sadly. But I loved the sound of this blend so much that I knew I had to get it done. And it is in this beautiful little skull coffin loaf. Little bones in the blood. It's just gorgeous. And its name is There Was a Boy in the Lake, which is cannabis leaf, bubblegum, and fire roasted marshmallow. Now, those aren't the exact words used in Friday the 13th, but that's kind of the vibe I was wanting to go for. I mean, the blue being the water and, you know, the bones being Jason and the blood. I mean, I actually did get to pick the colors of the loaf, and I went with these ones. She knocked it out of the park, y'all. Fully knocked this one out of the park. But, oops, sorry, I almost dropped it. Now we're going to smell it. Y'all, Her bubblegum isn't too loud in this. A lot of vendors' bubblegum smells like powdery, chalky bubble. Not Bazooka. And if you get to thinking about it too long, your teeth start kind of hurting. Bubba Wubba, something like that, I think is what it was called. The ones in the little individual wrappers. They're chalky and pink, had almost no flavor. Almost took your teeth out as a kid. It's not like that. It's very sweet and like a gumball. It kind of reminds me of gumball machines. You know, actually getting those kinds of gumballs is what it reminds me of. Very sweet, artificial sweet. And that fire roasted marshmallow definitely does add that little touch of smoky sweetness without it being like incensey or outdoorsy. And that cannabis leaf is just very naturally relaxing herbal, very natural, relaxing herbal. It's not like cannabis leaf where it's noticeably like intense. This is definitely a sweeter cannabis leaf oil, but I am utterly impressed with how this one turned out. I knew it was going to be a star, but I was not expecting it to be this great. It's got the little drip effect on it, and I cannot go into enough how much I love these loaves. But yes, y'all, that is my Treehouse Melts Custom haul. Pardon me. I will have to say, I'm impressed with everything I got. All these blends turned out really, really good. These custom kits were very well done. Yeah, I did do the percentages and names and all that, but I'm not the one who has the wax formula. And here's the thing. I've done customs with a few different vendors of some of my blends, and here's my thing. I don't always post all my hauls either. So I've gotten some things in and I don't always post all my empties. Sometimes I just throw them away because I didn't haul them and I don't want to answer any questions. But I will say this, it definitely is noticeable getting customs from different vendors and seeing how the formula affects each blend. So for example, if you were to get New Moon Island, you know, my Nag Shampoo, Sweet Lavender, Vanilla Bean Oil, Cedar Wood, somewhere else, it's not going to be the same. Even if they have the exact same oils from the same supplier, it doesn't always translate the same if they have a different wax than, let's say, Treehouse Melts in this example. So, I mean, and it can go from as far as paraffin to parasoy to pure soy to coconut to beeswax to apricot wax. You'd be surprised how many vendors add a little bit of apricot wax to their stuff and don't tell nobody. But we're not going to go into that. But anyway, it's just stuff like that. I mean, the wax really itself can bring on such a different approach and experience when you're melting your product. So I definitely do love her formula. Her wax is really good for me, at least from my first order. It was a little sampler and I think a little 3-heart bag, something like that, and elderflower spritzer, I think. I enjoyed that haul. I enjoyed this haul. I had no doubt that this stuff is going to do great for me. So that's that. I will be going to, now the haul's over. This is just me talking about what I have coming up. So if you want to go ahead and leave, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye. But I'm just going to take maybe about until it hits 25, and then I'm going to have to stop myself. I'm going to a Bath & Body Works outlet tomorrow. One of ours opened about an hour away. This is their first day opening, so I'm hoping to get some good stuff to get even better deals in store. Because I didn't shop SAS so far, especially since they A, did it so early, B, didn't have any coupons. I just wasn't about it this year. So I'm going to try my outlet because I heard they have some $8 candles and they're going to have their tester candles. And not just the $4 ones, but some actual 75% off tester candles. And they have some pretty good selection on tester candles on their first days. They said they're fully stocked with decor, especially the Easter stuff. I want to get a felt bunny. I want to get the blue felt bunny, and I'll settle for the yellow felt bunny. And I want to get the purple swirly eggs. I love that decor so much, and I see it 75% off everywhere else, so fingers crossed. I think that's about all I need to talk about that. I have a few more customs coming from two vendors that I am actively counting on. One should be shipping Monday and everything else, but that Bath & Body Works haul will not be up Friday tomorrow. It will be up whenever I get around to it, probably closer to Monday. But yeah, that's the haul, y'all. So make sure you go follow her. Her group will be linked down below. Her website for when she does open back will be opened up down below. All information you need will be down below. So I went over 25 minutes by a few seconds, but whatever, it's okay. So now I'm officially done, and I will be saying thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.